Hi, I'm Curt Frye, and in this movie, I would like to show you how to get the full path to a file on your computer or on a network that is reachable through your computer. I have opened a blank Excel workbook, so you can just use any file, and I'm going to right-click a file in File Explorer. So I'll press Alt-Tab to move to File Explorer, and here I have some of my fundamental skills sample files that I've used in other movies. I can click and then right-click any of these files, so I need to make sure it's active first. Otherwise, when I right-click, I'm clicking the directory. So right-click logic, in this case, it can be any file on your system, doesn't have to be Excel. And then I can click Copy as Path, or after clicking, I could have pressed Control-Shift-C. So that's how I get the path. I'll click Copy as Path, go back to Excel, and then in the selected cell, I'll just do A1, Control-V, and there I have the path. And what this indicates is the full path to find the file on my computer. So it's in my C drive under Users, Curt Frye, Documents, TextSoc Courses, and then Fundamental Skills, and then finally logic.xlsx. Depending upon the version of Windows that you're running, you might not have seen Copy as Path from the shortcut menu when you right-click the file. So I'll switch back and show you how to get around that. So I'll do Alt-Tab to move back to the file, and I'll click Views in this case. And then if right-clicking doesn't show you Copy as Path as an option, then hold down the Shift key, right-click Views, and then about halfway down, you will see Copy as Path. So click that, and then I'll go back to cell A3, Control-V, and then go down, and I see exactly the same folder structure or directory structure, except that the file name has been changed. So why would you want to get the full path to a file on your computer? Well, there are a couple of reasons. The first is that you might be working with someone who is creating a database application or perhaps programming in Visual Basic for applications, and they need to read data from this file. They can't just get views.xlsx or logic.xlsx. They do need the full path to the file. And also, it's useful if you want to copy the files or the file names that you have recorded, in this case, and put them in Excel. So I'll go back to my folder, so Alt-Tab to move back, and then I will click Borders at the top, and then hold down the Shift key and click Tabs all the way at the bottom. Then I'll right-click Borders, click Copy as Path, and I've copied each of the file's addresses as a path. So I'll click cell A5 and then Control-V, and there are all the files. And you might think correctly that this is not especially useful because you have these long directory folder structures and then the file name at the very end. However, you can use Excel formulas to get exactly the values that you want. So I will change the size of column A so the results are easier to read. What I did was I right-clicked the edge of the column header, and that auto-fits the column width to its contents. And then I'll click in cell B5. Actually, I'll make it a little bit wider because some of the file names might not fit. And then in B5, I'll type equal TEXTAFTER. And this is a relatively new function, so if you have an older version of Excel, you might not see it. So I have TEXTAFTER, and then the text is in A5, and I will leave that as a relative reference, then a comma, and then the delimiter, which identifies the break where I want to return the following values, will be after fundamental skills, and then the backslash. So after the comma, I'm typing a string, so I'll type it in double quotes. I'll do ILLS, and then a backslash, then double quote, right parentheses. I don't have to worry about anything else, so I'll press Enter, and I get borders.xlsx. Then I will click cell B5, double-click the fill handle, and the formula is copied down and gives me the name of the file without the file path. And then with those cells selected, I can press Control-C to copy, and then Control-Shift-V to paste the values, so I no longer have a formula in cells B5 through B12. Instead, I just have the file name. So if you're a graduate student producing a lot of files and you just need the file name and not the full path, this is how you get that information. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like it and subscribe to my channel.